Cixing CX2-52 series, same knitting efficiency as the JUNMAY machine, but with budget-friendly price, offering the best cost performance. Today, let's talk about CX2-52. It adopts LCD touchscreen displays various knitting parameters, placed in the middle for easy operation, many modernized carriage, with hardware which flagship GE equipped with, to carry out knitting, tuck, transfer actions, dramatically reducing cam failure rate. The optimization of the system shortens the return distance. The standard dynamic density. The principle goes this way. There is one row of loops. You can see size changes from first 3 big loops to smaller loops on the right. The dynamic density was adapted here. If we disassemble the cam box, just put the core knitting cams on the stage to see the mechanical principle. This one is a receiving cam, pushing a long needle and knitting needle to the knitting tunnel. This is a knitting cam, pushing needles to carry out knitting action. Cams beside are density cams. From left to the right, density cam bends the long needle and knitting needle down. Loops are bigger when knitting needles are deeper. Loops are smaller when needles are bent down, not that deep. The right density cam plays its role in the opposite direction. If a machine is knitting with young feeder and set the width of the fabric, new row of loops can be knitted. So the size for each loop on this row is exactly the same. If you want to have different size of loops on one row, you either use out-of-stage section, but it relates to the feeder avoidance. Time will be longer when rows piled up. The second is the dynamic density. Nowadays, you can adjust the tilt angle of the density cam when machine is knitting to let loops smaller or bigger gradually. In order to have effect of these 2 rows, let these cams knit 3 big loops first. Adjust the density cam upward when long needle and knitting needle are higher than the first 3 columns. So knitting needle catches less young, loops will be smaller bit by bit. The density cam reaches a specific altitude after 3 transition needles. Numbers of the transition loops are different on different gauges. The density cam bends the needle down at this altitude. Knitting loops were the same size. As to the configuration of the takedown device, intelligent comb is optional for CX2-52. Its name will be CX2-52C-U. CU represents intelligent comb, same with yarn and knitting time. CX2-52S will be its name if it's equipped with just roller. S represents roller. Newest motorized carriage, knit, tuck, transfer can carry out at the same time. 5 gauge, 7 gauge, 9 gauge, 12 gauge, 14 gauge, 16 gauge, 18 gauge are available for this type. For multiple gauge, 5-7 gauge, 12-9 gauge, 12-14 gauge, 6.2 gauge, and 7.2 gauge are available. You can choose 2 systems or 3 systems according to the patterns you want to manufacture. The 5-7 gauge can knit 5 gauge, 7 gauge, and part of the 3.5 gauge. 12-9 gauge can knit 12 gauge and 9 gauge. 12-14 gauge can knit 12 gauge and 14 gauge. 6.2 gauge can knit 9 gauge, 10 gauge, 12 gauge, and part of the 7 gauge. 7.2 gauge can knit 10 gauge, 12 gauge, and 14 gauge, and part of the 9 gauge. Machine width is 52 inch. 5.2 inch motorized carriage can knit different types of the patterns. Machine speed reaches 1.6 meters per second. Density range is from 0 to 650. The actuator contains 6 segments for 5-7 gauge. Above 7 gauge contains 8 segments. Same motorized transfer with the GE. High position roller is this takedown device. Ranking range for 5-7 and 5-7 is 3 inches. Thinner than 7 gauge, ranking range is 1.5 inches. All gauges are equipped with cross sinkers. Scissor and clip are equipped on the left side. 5-7, 5-7, 6.2, and 7.2 are equipped with friction-free wheel. Machine above 12 gauge is equipped with yarn storage. 8 yarn feeders on each side, 16 yarn feeders in total. 18 gauge machine is equipped with motorized brush. The machine has front and rear safety doors, as well as front light curtain. The dashing board has been upgraded to infrared roll fabric. Strike roll alarm is equipped below the needle bed. The strike alarm is equipped below the needle plate. Machine can detect yarn breaking all the time. Float alarm is detected by the detector. The machine is also equipped with outrage memory and overloaded alarm. Power is 1.2 kW with 220 voltage. The measurement is 2.53 times 0.68 times 1.86. And this is a brief explanation of CX2-52.